undiagnosed patient. And it's important because, as Pamela shared with you, how low awareness is and diagnosis for the condition, and how important a factor that's going to be in getting these NASH trials enrolled in the future. Recruiting patients for clinical research, we all know, is a challenge in and of itself. Doing so for a condition that patients and many healthcare practitioners have never heard of means we're going to have to generate top-of-the-funnel numbers that are much, much larger than average. This challenge is compounded first by a high anticipated pre-screen failure rate, and then a high anticipated screen fail rate for those who pass the pre-screeners. The next 5 years, as you can see in the funnel, will see the need for 30,000 NASH patients to enroll in clinical trials. Based on a currently diagnosed population estimated at 180,000, and the traditional percentage of those likely to participate in clinical research, which is about 15%, we're only a tenth of the way there. That means we're going to have to find and randomize at least 27,000 patients over the next few years. And that, again, is 10 times more than we currently have. So again, Pamela spoke earlier about one of the first pieces of important knowledge we gained through a national online survey of 1,014 adults 18 plus. And that was to help us get a baseline read on awareness for NASH. One important consideration in this 2% awareness number is that this is aided. This is not top of mind. This is listed along with a number of other conditions. Fact of the matter is, even on an aided basis, only 2% claim to have ever heard of NASH. So it was very clear from all of this understanding that we needed to really understand these undiagnosed patients. So we followed up with a comprehensive survey looking at 450 patients at the highest risk for developing NASH. And the description won't be surprising to most of you on the call. It's adults 18 plus. We split the sample equally between Caucasian, Hispanic Latino, and Black African American. Respondents had to have a BMI equal to or greater than 30, and they had to be diagnosed with one of 3 common comorbidities: diabetes, hypertension, or metabolic syndrome. We were looking for answers to the most fundamental of questions about these undiagnosed patients most at risk for NASH. Who are they? What's going on in their lives? What do they think? And how do they feel? And then finally, and perhaps most important of all for our efforts, is what would motivate them to participate in clinical research. So the following is a very, very brief synopsis of what we learned in our consumer research among these most at-risk patients. So firstly, they have a lot going on in their lives, and they have a variety of healthcare worries. And on a top-of-mind, unaided basis, they told us, number one, they worry about heart problems. Secondly, not surprisingly, the need to lose weight. And thirdly, a broader bucket of the issue of developing other weight-related healthcare conditions. However, there's one thing missing from this list. There are many things missing, but one in particular. And that is, on an unaided basis, only one of the 450 patients we talked to ever mentioned liver disease as a concern. And as Pamela noted, it is just not on the healthcare concern list for folks most at risk. What's going on in their lives? Well, firstly, they're weighed down physically. They struggle with losing weight. In fact, 2/3 struggle with losing weight or keeping it off, and they feel tired or fatigued during the day. They have difficulty exercising. They experience physical pain or discomfort, and they have sleep issues. But coupled with how they feel weighed down physically is how they're weighed down